What's going on, everybody? It's me, EJ, and today we have a very cool video. I'm gonna be ranking every single Game Pass in Ninja Tycoon. Now, I've done this before, but it's kind of outdated now, so I'm gonna make a whole new video of me ranking every single Game Pass and Ryo Pass. So you guys better get ready, because this is gonna be a good one. Now, all the timestamps are going to be in the video so that you can skip to which Game Pass you want to see. Unless you just want to look at all the Game Passes, that's cool too. I'm going to be ranking them out of 10. So for an example, if a Game Pass really sucks, it'll be a 1 out of 10. But if a Game Pass is really, really good, I'll rank it a 10 out of 10. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Subscribe, like, and comment for more videos like this. Join the Discord server. I'll leave it in the top right corner or down below. And join my Roblox group and cop some fancy merch. I mean, check this bad boy out. Look at what I'm wearing, an incredible shirt. You guys, just buy it, guys. The link to my group is down below. In fact, link to everything is down below. My TikTok, my Twitter, whatever. So yeah, with that being said, I want to get started here immediately. And if you enjoyed this video, of course, subscribe, like, comment, share, do all that good stuff. And let's begin. Okay, so our first Game Pass is going to be the Karma mode. Now, this Game Pass costs 616 Robux, so it's pretty expensive. But let me tell you guys, this Game Pass will be pretty surprising. So, here are all the attacks that we have. I'm just going to collect them real quick. And yeah, before we look at the attacks, let's look at the Karma's modes. So, if we go to the Robux thing here, we'll see the modes. The first mode we have is Boruto Karma. Now, I'm not going to combine them or anything just because I want to look at these, you know, like with their main forms, like what they're intended to do, unless maybe it is actually intended to just combine them like that. But yeah, when you do the Boruto thing twice or more, you'll see that it's blue, and you can combine the two modes together to make like their own little thing, but we're not going to do that. But yeah, this is what the first form looks like, and it looks pretty nice. And the defense and speed on it is pretty good. The speed, it's pretty fast. And now we have the other mode. So if we remove that mode, we are going to go to the Karma mode like twice. And now we have Kamaki Karma. And this is actually orange. There's nothing that comes out of the eye, but it's the same stats basically, just with a different color. And yeah, those are the modes. Now we're going to take a look at the attacks. And for our first attack, we have Emperor Rasengan. Now this is actually a beast. When you click, a huge Rasengan spawns and you can use it. Look at that. And this thing does a lot of damage. Like, look at this. He's not even using a Game Pass, and look at how much damage he took. Literally, like 1/3 of his health just disappeared. So it's pretty strong, if I do say so myself. It's actually, like, one of the strongest attacks in the game. And this does cost, like, 42,000, so it is expensive. And the cooldown on it is pretty long, but that's okay. And next we have Jogan, and when you use this, I'm guessing it doesn't really do damage, because all it really does is that it shows like a little circle thing on each character in the game. It's kind of like the Byakugan. It's pretty similar, but yeah, that's what it does. Next we have Black Emerge. Now when you use this, of course, just like what it sounds like, Black Spikes emerge. They do very little damage, but the cooldown on it is non-existent. I mean, look at this. If you're using an auto-clicker with this bad boy, you can destroy anyone. And next we have the Karma Blast Beam. If you've ever seen me use this, you would know that it's my replacement for Kiden Tensei Baku over here, because this thing is way better. Look at this. When you click, huge beam comes out and it does a lot of damage. Look, that killed the dude. That literally killed him, and he had like more than half of his health. So that should really show you how strong it is. And next we have the Karma Blast Zone, and when you use this, it's not a blast beam, but it's a zone. And that also does a lot of damage. That took like half of his health. So that is super duper impressive. And next we have portals. Now portals, you literally click and you can enter the portal. That's actually sick. I'm not going to lie. I really like that. Now you can put it like pretty far away if you want. And you can click to the other side. So that is super duper cool. It's a pretty fun way of teleporting. Obviously, there's faster ways, which we're gonna go over in this video, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we are. But that's just cool. And next is gonna be hover. If you've never seen hover before, basically it just allows you to fly. It's pretty cool. I don't think it really has many uses in the game, but it's just fun to mess around with. And yeah, that's Karma mode, and I'm gonna rank it an 8 out of 10. The price, pretty expensive, but it's worth the money because let me tell you, this Game Pass is an absolute beast. The modes are cool, the attacks are cool, everything about it's cool. So I'm gonna rank this a 9 out of 10. Okay, so for our next Game Pass, we have Evil Sand Spirit. Now, this costs 256 Robux, and this thing, it's pretty cool. So first, let's go over the modes. The first mode is the partial mode. Now, this, it only has like a little thing on the back and a different face. Nothing really much changes other than that. But when we change it to the half mode, look at this bad boy. The speed, I don't think you really get more speed, but your defense goes up a bit, and it's pretty nice. But let's just take some time to take a look at this thing, because it looks insane. The tail, I'm loving that tail. And just the entire thing together, it looks really, really, really nice. Okay, so for the first attack, it's more of a defensive system, but it does do damage. So when you use it, basically anyone that touches it is going to get hurt. So that's really nice. And the next attack is Quicksand. Now, this is interesting because when you use it, people can get pulled in here and stuff, and it does damage. It's basically a way for them to get stuck as well for a little bit, so you can do other attacks. And then we have the Grand Sand. This used to be so spammable back in the day. You can't spam it anymore, but back then, I used to spam the heck out of this. When you click, it summons a pyramid, and if they get hit by the pyramid, they get damage taken to them. Now, I'm not sure about the cooldown on this. Yeah, the cooldown's not that long, so that's nice, but I still wish you were able to spam it. It'd be a beast. But next we have Sand Coffin. Now this, when you use it as someone, basically, it puts them in like a little sand thing, and it kills them. So that's actually very deadly. I really like that. And then once my test subject's back, which he's coming right now, we're going to take a look at this bad boy, the first tailed beast. Now, this is the first out of 9 tailed beasts. Now, they don't have all 9 tailed beasts in the game right now, which is sad. It's only the 1 in the 9. But that's okay because this thing looks sick. And we're going to test it out right now. You click, and look at that. I love the thing it does. Instead of like just punching or something, it actually like spawns like a sand wave or something, and it attacks him, so that's really nice. And yeah, this is the Sand Spirit mode. I'm gonna rank this a solid 6 out of 10. The modes are pretty cool, and the attacks are nice. I'd say it's a solid Game Pass. For 256 Robux, I think you're getting your money's worth with this bad boy. Okay, and the next Game Pass is the Rikudou or Rinnegan Sasuke plus Rikudou Naruto. It's a combination of two modes together, or two completely different modes, because Rikudou Naruto and Rinnegan Sasuke, they're different, but they're in the same pass. Now, I know this Game Pass costs like 800 something, 876, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but it's gonna be in that range. So save up, I'd say around I'd save up 1,000 Robux for this if I were you. But yeah, this is a limited time Game Pass, so that means that it is not out right now. It only comes out during certain times. Christmas is like the best time it comes out. I think it might come out during like Easter. I'm not 100% sure on that. I know it comes out when a huge milestone is hit for the game as well, so you gotta be opening your eyes for that. If you wanna know when it's out, just join Cole Jason's Discord server. It's under his game. But yeah, Rinnegan, Sasuke, and Rikudou Naruto. So we're gonna take a look at all of these right now. First, we have the Magnet Rasengan. Now, this is a Rasengan with like some marks on it. Nothing too special. You use it, and it does quite a good amount of damage, as you can see. And then we have the Six Paths Ultra Big Wrestling Shuriken. Now, this is a beast right here. You use it, and 2 Wrestling Shurikens come out. Now, for some reason, those like literally went right through him, but most of the time when it hits, it's gonna cause like huge circles and stuff, and then it's gonna like push them away. So it's a pretty cool effect. I'm not sure why they missed that. Should have hit, but it's okay. Because next we have the truth-seeking rods. Now this was used by Rikudou Naruto. It was like his weapon, and you use it, and it does damage. So that's pretty nice. And then we have the truth-seeking orbs. Now this is going to be something that you'll see with game passes that include orbs, like the Sage of Six Paths. Tenseigan Chakra, it's kind of similar. And yeah, this is what it does. So you click, and if it hits the target, which normally, even if it doesn't hit the target, it would normally like do damage. I think it's broken right now, to be honest with you, because it shouldn't, because like what it does is that like when you hit it, it's like a little like rod thing is gonna come out and it's gonna attack the user. Even when I hit him directly, it's not doing damage. So I'm gonna have to assume it's broken right now, which is unfortunate, but it's okay. No one really uses that anyways. But next we have an absolute beast. In fact, to use this, we're gonna have to go outside because if we do it in here, it's gonna go on the ceilings. This one move right here is honestly one of my favorites, and it's Chibaku Tensei. Now let me show you. When you use this, if you hit it, what's gonna happen is that he's gonna go up in the air, and look at that, it's gonna cause a big rock to kind of form, and he's gonna be inside taking damage. And during that time, you can literally hit him with any other long range attack you want because it'll go through. And it doesn't do a lot of damage, but the reason why it's so powerful is because while he's up in the air, you can use Indra's arrow or whatever other. You can even use like Six Paths ultra big Rasting shooting kit if you really wanted to. You can use that while he's there so that he takes a lot of damage. So this is a very deadly move right here. And next we have the Onyx Chidori. Now this is basically Sasuke's Chidori, similar to the Rasengan. You just click and it does damage. I think it does a little bit more or the same amount as the Magnet Rasengan, but either way, I think the Onyx Chidori just looks cooler as a whole, so I'd much rather use that. And next we have Enton. Now, how to pronounce this, yeah, don't ask me, I'm not gonna embarrass myself, but this is a pretty basic attack. All you do is you click, and then it pulls the user towards you and does some damage. And as you can see, it actually has an after burning effect, which he should be taking damage from that. Which is actually a new thing that Cold Jason added, so that's nice. And yeah, that's Enton. And then we have Indra's arrow. Now this, if you're a combo user like myself, this is what you want. So if you use this, it'll do some damage, which for some reason, probably because we're in a private server, it's not gonna work. But when you do use it, it's gonna do a bit of damage, but then they can't move for like a solid like 3 seconds. So basically that means that in that time you can do like whatever other attacks you want and they can't move. So that's why it's one of my favorite attacks to use. And next we have Sasuke's teleporting attack. Now this is actually really cool. You remember like the portal thing I told you about? Yeah, now you can just do that. So yeah, you can basically teleport to wherever you want to teleport to, which is really nice. I've never really used it in a fight before. There's no need to, but I will say it's a pretty cool thing that they added. As you can see, I glitched onto the roof, but yeah, that's Sasuke's teleport attack. It's exclusive to his Rinnegan. It's like a power that only he had. And yeah, next we have Shinra Tensei. Now this is one of Pain's attacks that Pain used. And when you use it, it'll normally push you and you'll do damage. But for some reason, it didn't do that here. And next we have Bancho Tenin. Now when you use this, it'll basically push the user towards you. You can move them wherever. It's broken, okay? Let's just say this ability right here is super duper broken. But it's fun to use, I will say that. I'd have a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun using this. I've used it for years. And yeah, guys, we have one more attack, and it is an absolute beast. Look at this, guys. It's a Susanoo and Kurama mixed together. Now, if you use this a billion times, you can actually change the color of it, which is for all Susanos, not just this. So it's like the ribcage, the perfect, all of them. And this is a beast. Let me show you why. Because when you click and you do damage, it literally combines the two attacks. And honestly, I think that look how much damage that did. If you can hit both, you'll do a lot of damage. Although I am assuming it's hard to hit. but let's just say that it's an absolute beast if you can hit both parts. Because, I mean, look at this. You literally dude, that is absolutely insane. It combines the perfect Susanoo with Kurama. Like, bro. It combines both of their attacks as well, which makes it even better. So, yeah, that was an absolutely insane move. Okay, guys, so I ranked this Game Pass a 10 out of 10. One of my all-time favorite Game Passes. You're getting overpowered stuff, okay? And I just realized I never did the modes, so let's do the modes as well. So for Sasuke's Rinnegan, this is what it looks like. And you'll notice it's a Rinnegan and a Sharingan. Now, it's a pretty basic mode, but that's why I like it so much. It's so overpowered, and yet it's so basic. Like, because sometimes I don't like using super flashy stuff. So having, like, just a face, but it's overpowered as heck, because you get good speed and health. So it's a really good mode, one of my all-time favorite modes of all time. But then we have Rikudou Naruto. Now this, if you're trying to look flashy, this is it right here. Look at this. Look at how nice the outfit looks. It's like super bright. The orbs, man, don't even get me started on the orbs. I love that purple aura effect it has. It makes it stand out a lot more. I really like this mode as well. Also one of my top favorites because like if you're trying to look overpowered, this is your mode right here. It's one of my all-time favorites. And yeah, again, I'm ranking this a 10 out of 10. It's an incredible Game Pass, one of my favorites of all time. It used to be bad way back in the day, but they've improved it a lot over the years. Literally one of the best Game Passes. And if you do want to save up for this, definitely do, because when it comes out, it's going to be out for like a limited time, and then it goes back off sale. So get it when it comes out, because you're not going to regret it. This thing, you're getting everything you want at the right price, because the modes are great, the attacks are great. Honestly, it's an incredible Game Pass. Okay, next we have the Senju Sage mode, which of course they had to change the name due to copyright. But this Game Pass is going to cost 246 Robux, and it has one mode, I believe. Yeah, one mode. This is what it looks like. Nothing too special. I don't think you get speed, but you do get some defense. In fact, a little fun fact about Senju Sage mode, this Game Pass used to be broken back in the day. It used to have twice as much defense as Sage of Six Paths, so let that sink in. And it was a glitch as well. Cole Jason never knew about it until I told him one day in his Discord server, and then he got mad because no one else ever told him. But yeah, that's an old story. But this is what the mode looks like. Let's take a look at the attacks. And for the first attack, we have the wood clone. Now, this is like the shadow clone, but it's made of wood. I'm not sure if there's much of a difference, but you can spawn like more than one, of course, and they'll do damage. And honestly, I like the wood clones. I never really use them, but I think it'd be fun to use, to be honest with you, especially with how many you can spawn at once. So that's interesting. Okay, so another thing that you guys might want to note is that apparently these things can like literally buy stuff, because for some reason I'm pretty sure one of them just went on the 10th beast and I got it in my inventory. We're not going to worry about the 10th beast until we get to it, so for now just don't worry about that. But I still think that's kind of funny that it made me buy it. But yeah, next we have Deep Force Emergence. Now this thing used to be way stronger back in the day, but not anymore. Well, actually no, it was never strong, to be honest. Well, it used to be a lot better, because you could use it a lot more, but they nerfed it a lot, so it's not that good anymore. And then we have the 1,000 Hands. Now I want you to look at this bad boy. This looks insane, and when you use it, when you click, look at that, so many hands attack. So it's really cool, but it's super duper huge. Let's try it out right now. I'm gonna have to go into first person for this, and it did not a lot of damage. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm disappointed. I'm going to rank Senju Sage mode a 2 out of 10. The attacks, I don't like them. They're way too weak. And for 246 Robux, you could probably get Snake Sage mode and you'll get a better value. Or even Lightning Cloak. So I would not recommend you buy this Game Pass. A 2 out of 10 is what I'm going to rank it. Okay, and next we have the Sage of Six Paths, arguably the greatest Game Pass in Ninja Tycoon history. This Game Pass costs a whopping 726 Robux. This thing is a beast. I'm just going to say that firsthand. First things first, I'm going to get all the attacks. Oh yeah, and just a little thing to say, by the way, guys, like attacks like Hover, Shinra Tensei, I'm not gonna buy those again because I can't, first of all, and I don't want to search for them because I mean I'll tell you they're in the Game Pass, but like I'm not gonna show them because I already showed you them with the Karma mode. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Karma. There's other Game Passes I've used them with already, so I'm not gonna show them again. But I will tell you it's there. Okay. But yeah, let's get started because first things first, we have Rinne Revive. Now, we have to do damage, so first I'm going to actually show the Sword of Nunoboko. Now, this thing used to be my favorite weapon way back in the day. It has very long range when you use it. It's like longer than the some of the other weapons. And yeah, you'll see his damage now. So now let's show off the Rinne Revive. When you use this, you're going to click on the user you want to heal, which for some reason it didn't work. But what's going to happen is that this bad boy is going to come up and it's going to put them back to 100% health. It doesn't matter how much health they have, it's going to go right back to 100. So it's a pretty cool thing. The cooldown for it, okay, it worked that time. The cooldown's not that long either, so this thing's actually really cool for battle. Unfortunately, I don't think you can heal yourself, but you can heal your friends. And for the next attack, which is Colossal Truth-Seeking Orb, we do have to go outside for this, so let's go outside. Okay, so this thing is an absolute beast. Let me show you what it can do. You click, and then a huge orb comes down and crushes. Now, for some reason, it didn't do much damage, but if it does hit, it's gonna do a lot of damage. It is hard to hit, though, so just be aware of that. But there's an overpowered combo where if you use Chibaku Tensei and Colossal Truth-Seeking Orb, you can hit the Colossal Truth-Seeking Orb while they're stuck in there so that they get a lot of damage taken. So that's really cool. Okay, the next attack is highly associated with the six paths, mainly Jubito, and it's the 10th-tailed beast. Now, this thing looks overpowered, and it is one of the raid bosses, but I can't really say it's the strongest. I mean, it does a little bit of damage. The cooldown, honestly, the cooldown should be a lot shorter for an attack like this. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it looks cool at least. I like how it looks. I love the Rinne Sharingan it has there. It looks good. The attack's just not that strong. I think it should be buffed. Okay, so now let's take a look at the modes because these modes look really nice. So first we have the regular 6 paths, and this is literally just your outfit with the orbs. Nothing too special. It changes your skin, and it does add the Rinnegan. And next we have 6 paths Nadara. Now this also looks nice, and there's Jubito. I don't have to wear it. This is what Jubito looks like. It's a little bit different. There's one orb on the side, but they all do the same. There's no speed, however, the best part about this Game Pass is that if you can, because it has no speed, any Game Pass that has speed, no, any Game Pass that has only defense and doesn't add speed means that you can add 8 inner gates. We're gonna go more into this Game Pass later, but if you combine it with 8 inner gates and then you go back to the mode, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna have a lot of speed and your health is going to be absolutely insane. Now, whenever you use a mode, of course, it does go down, but you have to wait for it to go back up. But yeah, that really shows you how strong this is, because now you have the most speed and a crap ton of defense. So the modes are actually really overpowered. And real quickly, I just want to show you what Obito looks like for me, or 10th Beast Jubito as it's called. It looks cool, I'm not gonna lie. In fact, the face is different because you'll see it's a Sharingan with like a face with like a bunch of lines in it. So that's a really cool little feature. All in all, I love this Game Pass. It's one of my all-time favorite Game Passes. In fact, it is my favorite Game Pass. I'm going to rank this a 10 out of 10. Literally the best Game Pass in the game, and you cannot argue about it. Actually, you can. A lot of people say Rikudou is better, but I argue 6 Paths is better. So yeah, 10 out of 10 rating on 6 Paths. Alright guys, next we have the Tenseigan mode. This is going to cost 466 Robux. Let me show you what the modes are in 1 second. Okay, so the first mode that we're going to have is Tenseigan Eyes. Now, this isn't like the whole mode, it's just eyes. Now, I just want to say that any Game Pass with like more than one mode, just know that the mode, all the modes do the same defense and slash or speed. So just keep that in mind. But Yeah, this is the first mode. It's just the eyes. Honestly, this looks nice on my character, especially with the merch on, because anything looks good with the Roblox merch, which you should totally buy in the group. Link to it's down below. Just gotta say that for the 20th time. And yeah, though that's the eyes. Now let's look at the entire mode. Tenseigan Chakra mode. Now this, if we were ranking Game Passes based off of how good their modes look, this would be probably second or first place because I love the blue color on this. The blue color on this thing looks insane. I love the orbs. The outfit looks incredible. It really stands out. And honestly, it's one of my favorite modes in terms of looks. Alright. But now we have some attacks to take a look at. Now Hover's in this, which you guys already know what that does. So we're not going to look at that. But first we have the Tenseigan TSOs. This is literally just the 6 paths orbs, but they're a different color. Of course, they're still broken, but it's okay because no one really uses them. But next we have the Silver Rebirth Twister. Now this, when you click, it'll push the opponent super far away. If this wall wasn't here, Lord knows how far he'd go. It's a pretty fun attack to troll with. And next we have the Golden Rebirth Lance. Now this used to be strong, but as you could see, actually that was good. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that was not that bad, but it's not as good as it used to be, unfortunately. So like, it's hard to use in combos, but I'll say it's solid. Okay, it's solid, not the best. But next we have Scattery Rosary Chakra. This used to be one of the best attacks in the game, and it still is super duper strong. Like, you saw how quickly he died. Now this used to be one of the most broken things in the game, because if you were using 6 paths and someone hit you with this bad boy, you were done for. If someone hit you with Indra's arrow or something, or if you were stunned for an amount of time, this would like almost instantly kill you. Like, look how fast he died with this thing. It's overpowered. But you know, it's easy to dodge, but like if you can hit all the orbs correctly, the opponent's basically done for. If they're using 6 path, they're more than likely gonna die. But yeah, that was Tenseigan Chakra mode. I'm gonna rank this a 6 out of 10. It's pretty good. It used to be way better back in the day, in my opinion. The mode looks sick, but the moves, meh, I can't really say they're as good as I thought they'd be. But I will say, if you have 466 Robux, buy it. Honestly, it's a good Game Pass. I'm not gonna say it's bad, it's good, but you might want to consider saving up for something like Karma mode. But yeah, if that's all you have, definitely go for Tenseigan Chakra mode. It's pretty decent. Next we have the Kyubi Chakra mode. This thing is an absolute beast, and it costs 326 Robux. So first, let's look at all the modes. Now, there are 3 modes of this. First, we have Chakra mode. And all the modes, like I said before, they're all the same in terms of stats, but they look different. So this is what Chakra mode looks like. It's not that bad. I personally don't think it looks that nice, but just wait till you see the other modes, because next, we have the Link mode. Now, Link mode, I think it looks better. I like it. It looks nice. And next we have the last mode, which is the Minato mode. So this is the mode that Minato had in the series. It looks pretty nice. I actually like this one the most. I think it has the most detail. The mode has a good amount of speed and defense. I actually really like the mode. But now we have to look at the attacks, because the attacks are pretty sick too. This is the Tailed Beast Rasengan. You can see the effects of it looks nice, and when you use it, it takes away like half their health, so it's pretty solid. And next we have the Super Mini Rasen Shuriken. This thing is so small, so you could tell it's hard to hit. Now, of course, it's not gonna do damage because the game's broken. I'm pretty sure it's only a private server thing. It'll work in a public server. Because I remember like a while ago, one of the admins told me that a lot of private servers are broken, and I'm not about to record it, or not, yeah, I'm not about to record in a public server, so we're gonna have to deal with it. So I'm pretty sure it does a good amount of damage, but because it's small, it's so hard to hit, which is also why the cooldown on it is basically 0, because yeah, it's hard to hit. But next we have Planetary Rasengan. Now, if you're a combo user, this is an absolute beast. You're going to want this, because when you click and it hits the opponent, it'll do damage. It's good because it's like longer range, you know. I personally like using it in my combos. It's pretty sick. And of course, we saved the best for last because we have nine-tailed. No wait. And of course, we saved the best for last because we got Kurama. Now, this is what it looks like, the nine-tailed beast. This thing looks absolutely insane. I love it. And look at what happens when you click. Similar to the Rinnegan, Sasuke, and Rikudou Naruto combo attack with the Susanoo. It's not a combo, but it's actually it's good in ways because now it's like kind of easier to hit. But the other one's still better. But it doesn't matter because for 300 something Robux, you're getting something that looks really sick. And plus the other attacks in the mode looks good. And yeah, this is the Kyubi Chakra mode. For 326 Robux, you're getting some really nice stuff. Which is why I'm going to rank this a 7 out of 10. I love this Game Pass. For a pretty cheap price, you're getting some good stuff. So if you have 326 Robux laying around, I'd say you should buy this. Okay, so next we have the Demon Fox Cloak. This costs 126 Robux. And this is kind of like the pre-evolved version of Kyubi Chakra mode. And I'm not going to lie, the price is pretty cheap. So that's kind of interesting. But let's take a look at the modes. So we have 3 modes in this. First, we have the One Tails, which of course he's wearing too. And it honestly, he's using a really nice stance for this. Because the stance, this is like the nine-tail Demon Fox Cloak stance kind of, which is why he looks a lot better in it. So I'm just gonna have him show off all the modes. So that's the One Tails, and this is the Four Tails. Of course, look at how good this looks. So if you're gonna like role play as the Demon Fox Cloak, I recommend you use the Fox stance for this. I forgot what it's called exactly, but it's like the one where he's on all 4 legs. It looks really sick. And of course, we have one more mode, which is the Six Tails. And this is what it looks like. It has like a skeleton. All of these have the same amount of health. As for speed, actually, let me just check out the speed real quickly. Yeah, you don't really get much speed, but it is pretty fast. I will say that. The speed on it's pretty decent. So, yeah, that was the Demon Fox Cloak modes. Let's take a look at the attacks, because first we have a Vermilion Rasengan. You click, and it didn't do damage. I think I missed. And it does like the same amount as all the other things that we've seen related to Rasengans, the Tailed Beast, the Chidori, the Magnet. So I think that's a little common thing we have going on. But next we have the Bijou Bomb. Take a look at this. You click, and a big ball spawns. Now, it didn't hit that time because we're in a private server, but it does a pretty decent amount of damage normally. And the cooldown is just so short that I would honestly use this. Like to be honest, like if I were to like update my my current combos, I would add this. It's really nice for quick attacks. I mean, it goes so fast. I really like it personally. And next we have the Bijou Blast. Now this thing is a beast when you use it. Look at this. Boom. It's a whole beam that hits. It does pretty decent damage. And yeah, it's a pretty good attack all in all. And yeah, this was Demon Fox Cloak. If you're a budget user, if you don't have a lot of Robux and you want to spend money on this game on something decent, Demon Fox Cloak is the way to go. It has pretty decent modes with good speed, decent defense. The attacks are actually pretty good. I'm not going to lie. The attacks are standard, but for someone that's using a Game Pass that's only worth 126 Robux, this is good. I like this. And yeah, I'm going to rank this a solid 5 out of 10. It's good for a budget user, but like it wouldn't be good against like a raid boss or something. But I will say it's good if you're a budget player, okay? 5 out of 10. Okay, so this is the Curse Mark mode, arguably one of the biggest memes in Ninja Tycoon. It costs a whopping 6 Robux. So yeah, 6 Robux. Let's see what 6 Robux can get you in Ninja Tycoon, because we have 2 modes. We have Curse Mark Stage 1. None of these have any added speed. The defense is actually not that good. I know it's pretty bad. This is what it looks like, just a little thing on the face. Let's take a look at the second form. Now, the second form actually looks decent. I'm going to be honest with you. It's the Curse Mark Stage 2. You get your own wings, but the wings don't work because you can't fly. It's a pretty big meme because it's not that good and it's mostly used by new players. But we have a Chidori Lament. Yeah, Chidori Lament. Let's take a look at this. And this does the same amount of damage as the other Rasenguns we've seen in this video. It looks similar to the Onyx Chidori 2, but it is different. Okay, guys, so all in all, I'm gonna rank this a 0 out of 10 because the Game Pass, it's... honestly, there's no reason for you to be using this. Unless you only have, like, 1 week Game Pass and you want an extra attack, that's about it. It's a 0 out of 10. It's basically the most useless Game Pass in the game. 6 Robux. I mean, for 6 Robux, it's great, but, like... Come on, man. Who's gonna use this? Like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone unironically use curse mark. So this is gonna be a 0 out of 10. Our next Game Pass is Tenseigan, and this is gonna cost 26 Robux. Let's take a look at it. So first thing you'll notice is that there are 3 modes. One is Naruto Sage mode, which this is the best looking mode in my opinion. My friend here is using the second mode, which it puts frogs on your sides, puts a scroll, and a special looking face. Not a big fan of it. Personally, I like Naruto's a lot better. But there's one more that I'm going to take a look at here, and it is going to be Sage mode. That's what it's called. And all you get is a face. Now, you do get defense, as you could see on the side there. There's a little bit of defense, not that great. But don't count this Game Pass out just yet, because there are some pretty nice looking attacks. So first we have the Rasengan Rain Gun. This is literally 2 Rasenguns at the same time that you can use. And it does the same amount of damage as all the other Rasenguns that we've seen, actually a little bit less. But we have one of my all-time favorite jutsus. I used to use this all the time back in the day, the Giant Rasengan. It's literally, it has a way bigger hitbox, so it's easier to hit. And it does a bit of damage. It doesn't do... Okay, so he died. So it turns out that this is actually just one of the best things in the game. But yeah, you get the point, though. The point is that it's a pretty good attack. He keeps getting hit by it, so I'm just going to turn it off. Next, we have the Frog Singing Illusion. Now, when you use this, it'll do damage. This actually looks sick, bro. Take a look at this. The circle looks really cool with it too. Okay, so Frog Singing Illusion, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it looks really nice. I'm not going to lie. That was actually really cool. But next we have the Sage Toad. Take a look at this bad boy. When you click, it will normally do damage. However, I guess it won't do damage to him because he's like... Here, yeah. He's basically down there. Here, can you jump for me, please? Like jump for me, like when I'm using it. Jump. Okay, so there we go. It did damage. So he's using probably the only stance that could stop any damage from this, but it doesn't do a lot of damage, but the cooldown is pretty short. I think I'm going to rank this Game Pass a 4 out of 10. For 26 Robux, this is great, actually, for 26 Robux. But it's not going to get you much in the actual game. So it is going to be a 4 out of 10, but if you can buy Tenseigan, I recommend you buy it just for the Giant Rasengan and stuff, because those look really nice. And next we have the Lightning Cloak. This one's even cheaper than Tenseigan. It's 16 Robux. And yeah, that's the only mode that it has. Now, this mode is probably the second fastest mode in the entire game. It is super duper fast. But the defense on it is not that good, but the speed on it is great, so we're gonna give it that. Now we have 2 attacks. We have the Lariat and the Lightning Overload. So we're gonna look at these real quickly. Lightning Overload, you just click and it'll like punch a crap ton of times. I missed it that time, but we could try it again. But let's look at the Lariat. Now this, you're gonna do the same thing. It does the same amount of damage as the other Rasenguns, as I've said a billion times. Let's look at Lightning Overload again. Okay, so that missed, but it should do some damage because you're punching the user. It's probably hard to hit because of his stance, so I don't think we're going to be able to use it, but it is pretty good. And for 16 Robux, you're actually getting some pretty good stuff. I'm going to rank it a 4 out of 10. It's good. I will say that. I'm actually impressed with the mode the most. The attacks are basically useless. No one's going to use those. But the mode... If you want something that's like really fast, this is it right here. Like, unless, like, if you're too poor to afford like inner gates or something, this is your thing right here, Lightning Cloak. 4 out of 10. And next we have one of the most useful game passes in the game, 8 Inner Gates. Now this is going to cost 116 Robux. And this has 2 modes. Now he's using the first one, it's like greenish, and both the modes have actually lower health. I'll show you what I mean in a second. So he's using the 4th gate. This is what the 8th gate looks like. So much speed, but literally the health on this thing is so bad. Like you can probably get like, here, I'll show you what it does in a second. With the oh no, I can't, he's got out. But let's just say that if you're gonna use this, make sure you have something like that doesn't have any speed on it but has defense. Something like 6 paths would be perfect. You can also use Demon Fox Cloak if you really want to, or Tenseigan, a mode that doesn't have speed but has defense, because this thing, the defense on this thing's even lower than the average player. In fact, it's way lower. But it is useful. That's why it's useful, because the mode can combine with other modes. Now the attacks are pretty decent. We have Elephant Blast. Whoa. Okay, push him all the way up there, but that's Elephant Blast. And next we have Hirudora. When you click, it missed. It didn't miss, but like the game is broken. It'll do damage. And then we have Reverse Lotus. Now, this thing, when I use it correctly, it will do damage. But we're gonna use it in a second because I want to show you guys Night Guy. Night Guy is the most overpowered attack in the game. Watch this. So it'll kill any user that you hit it with, except Rikudou. For some reason, Rikudou users don't die immediately, but it does a lot of damage. Now it kills you and the player, but it'll literally instantly kill a 6 paths user, so you can't really complain. But this is what Reverse Lotus is. It's a taijutsu attack. It's actually really nice, and it does a good amount of damage. It's good for combos because you can use other attacks while it's being used, so it's actually pretty nice. Okay, let's go back. And yeah, I'm gonna rank 8 Inner Gates a 7 out of 10. Even though it might seem bad at first, I promise you it's gonna be worth it for the mode. The mode is the reason why you should be buying this. If you're buying this, buy it for the mode, because the mode is combinable with quite a few game passes like Evil Sand Spirit, 6 Paths, Tenseigan, just any game pass that doesn't have speed but has defense, you can use it with 8 Inner Gates. So that's why I'm ranking it like an 8 out of 10. And next we have the Snake Sage mode. This is gonna cost 156 Robux. And yeah, so that's what the first mode looks like. It's basically gonna be a white snake. And this is Kabuto Sage mode. It looks pretty nice. In fact, this actually looks good with 6 paths. This does have speed and defense. And now let's show you guys the second mode. Now the second mode, it's Nitsuki Sage mode. It doesn't have like anything like that cool. It has like a cool looking face with a horn, and it has like these half transparent snakes that actually look pretty nice. But all you gotta know is that they have the same stats, okay? They both look cool, but they have the exact same stats. So yeah, let's look at the attacks. First, we have Inorganic Reanimation. Basically, some spikes come up. I was too close to him that time, and he took damage there. Does a pretty good amount of damage. And next, we have White Rage. Now this, when you click, it should do damage, but it's probably because we're in a private server, and their private servers are broken for some reason. But next, we're gonna look at my favorite part of this game pass, the Reanimation. Now, it'll spawn a reanimation jutsu that's like a clone, but what's different about this is that it has like a small % chance of spawning Madara. And if it spawns Madara, it's going to have a lot of health. It's going to spawn reanimated Madara. So that's really nice. These are also pretty fun to use as well, because if you're using 8 Inner Gates and you go inside of one of these and you walk in them, you can go very far distances in like a few seconds. So that's a pretty fun fact. And yeah. This is Snake Sage mode. I'm going to rank it a 6 out of 10. This is actually good. Like, for 156 Robux, it's fun to mess around with. The attacks suck, except Reanimation. And Reanimation's only good because you can glitch with it, which is fun. But yeah, I'm going to rank this like a 6 out of 10. And yeah, these were all the game passes, but we have 3 more passes to look at. We have the Ryo Passes. Now I'm gonna add these in the video because why not? We're gonna take a look at all of these. So first we have the Sage of Six Bowl. Now I don't know how much these cost anymore because I forgot. But this is what the mode looks like. It's ramen, basically. It's a meme. It's like a joke mode. It's like not to be taken seriously, but it's still cool. Let's look at the attacks here. We have the Ramen Shop Seal. When you use, a ramen shop will appear, and if you go in, yep, you'll take damage. Next, we have the Ramen Burst Bomb, which when you click, it'll do damage normally. But then we have the Ramen Rinnegan. When you use this bad boy, it'll spawn a bunch of ramen noodles, and it'll do some damage. Yeah, if you touch these, you will take damage. So don't touch them. I want you dying. But yeah, that was the Stage of Six Bowls. This is gonna be ranked like a 4 out of 10. None of these are really going to be considered good, but they're Ryo Passes. They're not supposed to be that good, but it's decent. And next we have the Paper Angel. Now this is actually a pretty nice looking mode here. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like real quickly. This is it right here. It just gives you wings and has quite a few attacks that we're going to look at real quickly. It also has hover as well, so keep that in mind. But let's look. We have Paper and Maze. When we click this bad boy, it'll do damage. That looks nice. We have Paper Dance, which a bunch of papers will circle around. So that's pretty cool. Okay, next we have the Messiah of Paper. Now when you click this, a big rock will come up, and if you're in between it, it's going to do a lot of damage. And holy crap, he just went off the map, but I saw it took like half of his health. So this is how much damage he took. It's pretty nice. Next, we have Heavenly Lance. When you click, it should do damage, but like I said before, we're in a private server right now, so that sucks. But if it does hit, it'll do some damage. So yeah, I'm going to rank this a 7 out of 10. The mode, it's pretty decent. You don't get any speed, but like, the actual attacks are actually impressive. I'm not going to lie. For a real mode, I like this. Paper Angel. And last but not least, the brand new Hollow Beast, officially off sale until probably next year's Halloween. But the mode on this thing looks really nice. This is the rarest Game Pass in the game. Like literally the least amount of people own this, and it's not because it's bad. It's because it was too expensive. But I have it. And this is what the mode looks like. It looks really sick. You can tell it's actually comparable to the Minato mode. In fact, it's probably the exact same thing, but like with a pumpkin head and different colors. And it does have speed and defense, probably the same as Kyubi Chakra mode. But let's look at the modes. So first we have the Trick or Treat. This basically so it gives you candy or it gives someone else candy, and either the candy's gonna be good, it's gonna give you a treat, or it's gonna be a trick like that where it does damage. And so that's pretty fun. Next we have Pumpkin Jack. You click and a pumpkin appears and it'll do damage if you get hit by it. So it's hard to hit with it, so I wouldn't recommend using it. But then we have the Toilet Paper Bind. So you click, and honestly, I don't know what this is supposed to do. Oh, actually, I do know what it's supposed to do. So what it does is that if you hit it with someone, it's going to push you to them. So this can actually be useful in your combos. Like if you're a combo user, you could consider using the Toilet Paper Bind. It's actually pretty cool, actually. I'm not going to lie. Let's see how long the range can go. I'm going to stand right here. So the range is actually really nice. I'm going to go even farther now and try it from like here. Let's see if it works. Holy crap, oh my god, this is actually really good. Let me go all the way to the end and see if it works. If this works, I'll be super surprised. Oh my god, you know what? Toilet Paper Bind is actually probably the most underrated attack in the game. Let's do that one more time, but like from all the way here. You guys ready for this? Okay, so I'm trying to hit it now, and it did it! Holy crap, guys! Toilet Paper Bind is actually an absolute beast. And yeah, this is Hollow Beast, by far the best Ryo Pass that's been added as of this recording. I'm rating this a 7 out of 10. The mode is great, the attacks are not so good, but the Toilet Paper Bind is actually a beast, and I think I just found my brand new combo attack right here. 6 out of 10 for Hollow Beast, really good. Alright guys, this was my ranking every single Game Pass and Ryo Pass in Ninja Tycoon. Honestly guys, this was a really fun video to make. I really hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, like, and comment for more videos like this. Let me know down below which Game Pass is your favorite and why. All these Game Passes are good in their own ways, except Curse Mark I guess. But yeah, once again guys, the links to everything are down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. See you later, guys. Peace out. Bye-bye.